So we've done a lot of guard stuff, and I'm actually also going to include a video of Professor Kyle going through the basics of hip escape and regard, because that's the last piece that we didn't cover today with the regard, is that if you get out from under someone's mount, you need to be able to get your legs in the right position, create the right distance, and guard, get them in your guard, so that they don't actually just get their position back. So I'll include that video it's on his YouTube channel, so that you can practice that piece as well. And then we're actually going to go over a little bit of mount, because we've just done a whole lot of guard. So I know that we've talked about a couple different styles of mount, and one of them is if you just took mount, right, and you want to practice that airplane pose. So if I do that, I'm going to cross my feet, right, it's going to be right under their butt, and I'm going to pull my knees up and squish my feet in toward their butt, and this is just to get that 3 seconds of control, right? And to make your partner just realize that they're completely trapped. So it's really to keep that position, okay? When you're ready to move, then patiently, when it's the right time, then you will move into your attack. Okay, so if you have a partner, great, that's probably better. If you're like me and you don't have a partner, you can still practice that. Okay, my knees are to their butt and I'm in my airplane pose. It's a lot harder without a partner because your body's not elevated off the ground, but you can make it work. Okay, so I get my points. I wait until the right time. I know that I have my partner completely controlled. Okay, and then I'm gonna be in a more traditional mount. You can either be up on your toes so that you're active, right, but I'm not sitting on them, or I like to sometimes be flat-footed but have my feet on their hips so that if they move, I move because I'm attached to them. Okay, so what you're gonna do, their arm is gonna be up here in your way, right? You're gonna go down and circle it around their head, and then move your knee up a little bit to keep their arm trapped. Your other hand, let's move this way, right? Your other hand, they've got their elbow, and it's probably gonna be glued to their rib at this point because they know. If they know any jiu-jitsu, they know what's coming, and they're gonna try to keep their arms in tight. So you just take your hand and you just get it under their elbow. Don't even focus or worry about their arm, just worry about their elbow, okay? And this hand is holding onto their lat to control them still. And what you're gonna do, right, is start walking your hand up. And you'll notice my body moving up a little bit. Walk it, and what you want is their elbow to be at 90 degrees. If you can't get it to the 90 degrees, which you probably won't be able to if they're fighting you, right? What you're gonna do next is you're gonna use your whole body against them. So I'm here, I can't quite get it to the 90 degrees. My leg that you can't see, I'm gonna walk that up as high as I can so that my body is available to move forward and I still have my balance. And my knee up there is up in their armpit. It's making it so they can't grab their own hand very easily. It's blocked by my knee. So then what I'm gonna do, right, so I've got this blocked, I'm pushing with my whole body into their arm. And as I do so, okay, I'm gonna move up and my arm can come out now because their elbow's at a 90 degrees. Okay, and it can come around and trap their wrist. Now, they're not gonna be able to grab their own hand with the other hand because my shoulder, my body are in the way, and my knee on the other side is right up in there under their armpit. So this hand is now going to grab their wrist, create that 90-degree angle. It's gonna rev outward, right? Rev outward. This other hand grabs my own wrist, rev their wrist outward. Okay, and then this knee, notice, is down, and the other one is way up as high as it can go. Okay, so I'm revving their wrist outward. This one's underneath here. Okay, and it really won't take a whole lot, but you are moving the whole system down, toward their hip. So it's like you're trying to take their wrist down toward their hip, And then if you need to, and sometimes you don't even need to, you just push up a little bit and you'll get the tap. So it's here, right? Rub it outward, grab my own wrist, pull the whole thing down toward their hip, just a little bit of movement up. As long as you have their arm in the right position, you will get the tap. Okay, so give the Americana or a key lock, whichever we're calling it, a try. Play around with your mount a little bit if you have a partner to work with. Ask them how they feel. Do they feel trapped? Can they get away? Can they move and like knock you off? Or are you able to maintain that control? And then really, for an Americana, the biggest part about it is doing that setup. Okay, so practice that setup. If you need to watch the video a couple times, watch it a couple times. If you need to see it in real life, try to YouTube it. But this level of detail with this setup is Kyotera specific. So have fun, be safe. Thanks for joining me today. Things that are worth waiting for, training jiu-jitsu. So when everything gets back to normal, we'll be back, and jiu-jitsu will always be there for you. So even though you may feel a little bit impatient, I know that I do at times, remember that it's worth it. And this time spent solo training can actually be really good for you, because you can practice that movement in a low risk situation where you aren't feeling like you're trying to win or beat your opponent. Okay? Stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe. Os.